Hello and welcome to TSC. I'm James Marchington. This is our regular Tuesday news program, updating you on what's going on in the world of clay shooting. If you're new to this channel, check out our regular Thursday programs with gun tests and tips to help you improve your shooting. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and follow us by hitting the subscribe button. Coming up, police are campaigning for a massive hike in fees for gun owners. Amber Hill launches her own YouTube channel, and England double trap shooter Matt French is switching not to trap but to skeet. TSC is brought to you with support from CCI Clays, Yieldits Guns, Ely Cartridges, Browning Guns, Bowman Traps, Breeden School, and Charles Stanley Wealth Management. Police are campaigning to raise the cost of a shotgun or firearm license, while shooters around the country battle with inefficiency, delays, and bureaucracy. The Association of Chief Police Officers claim it costs £200 to process a renewal, while the gun owner pays £50. In all, they say there's a shortfall of £19 million, and to cover it, they're asking the Home Office to raise the fees that shooters have to pay. Meanwhile, shooters are facing long delays, confusion over medical reports, and even the wrong forms on official police websites. A report on BBC Countryfile highlighted the fact that Lincolnshire police are insisting on a medical report for every grant or renewal, which contradicts the official Home Office guidelines. Plus, some doctors are now charging fees in defiance of promises made by the British Medical Association when the new scheme was introduced in 2016. On top of that, BASC has now discovered that 5 police forces are still using the old application forms on their websites, even after new forms came into effect on the 31st of December. The association recommends that their members should check the BASC website for up-to-date information. And remember, if you're a member of BASC, you can always contact their firearms team if you run into problems with your certificate application. On a more positive note, Team GB Olympic skeet shooter Amber Hill has launched her own YouTube channel. Her first video, posted at the weekend, is a 10-minute Q&A session where she answers fans' questions on things like how she got started in shooting and what she'd do for a living if she wasn't a full-time shooter. Her channel's already off to a flying start with nearly 300 subscribers. You'll find a link to the channel in the description underneath this video. Commonwealth Games silver medalist Matt French says he's switching to skeet now that double trap has been dropped from the Olympics. Matt won his silver in double trap at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. And he's been picked to shoot for England at this year's Games in Gold Coast, Australia. He even won double trap silver in the Commonwealth Games test event in November. When the discipline was dropped from the Olympics, most double trap shooters took the obvious route and switched their attention to Olympic trap. But in an interview with Clay Shooting magazine, Matt says he's moving to skeet. It makes sense for him because he shot skeet early in his career, and he can train closer to his home near Oxford. He points out that American shooter Kimberly Rhode has proved it's possible to make the switch successfully. She won 3 Olympic medals in double trap, then moved to skeet and won 3 more, including bronze at Rio 2016. Here at the Oxford Gun Company, we're gearing up for our first big competition of the year, the Yieldits Championship. It's a 100-bird re-entry sporting competition, which you can shoot anytime in February, opening on the 1st of the month. There's a prize fund worth £6,500, with a Yieldits shotgun to be won in each of the categories, open, ladies, and under 18s. Plus, there are prizes down to 4th place, and 1,000 cartridges for the highest score shot with a Yieldits gun. At the end of the competition, the top 5 shooters in each category will qualify for a final on the 6th of March, where they'll shoot off to win a Yieldits Pro Sporter. For opening times and more details, see oxfordguncompany.co.uk. And don't forget, the January sale is still on at the Oxford Gun Company shop. Drop in before the end of the month and grab yourself a bargain. Coming up in March, it's the London Wing Shooting Fair. It's a new event held in conjunction with the London Fly Fishing Fair on the 23rd and 24th of March in Islington. There's going to be loads of exhibitors in their own hall, displaying guns, equipment, shooting clothing, and much more. Plus, there'll be talks, films, and demonstrations from experts on all aspects of shooting. For more about the event, go to thelondonwingshootingfair.co.uk. Now here's our pick of the latest shooting videos on YouTube. This one features a new mini shotgun cartridge that's creating quite a stir in the States. The tiny Aguila mini shell contains just 5/8 of an ounce of shot. But that doesn't stop pro shooter Dave Miller smashing clays with it at up to 60 yards. There's a link to the video in the description below. Well, that's it for this week's news. Thanks for watching. Remember, we're always keen to hear your feedback on this channel, so if you've got any ideas or questions, drop me an email or post a comment below. We're back on Thursday with our next video. Meanwhile, please give us a thumbs up and make sure you've subscribed to this channel. Maybe share us with your shooting friends too. And remember, we couldn't make all these videos without the support of our sponsors, so do please support them in return. See you Thursday.